Hello my friends and welcome back to a new video. It is time to wrap up the month of May and to put together the reading list for the month of June. And as always, I'm going to show you what I have pulled out of my bookshelf. I also, as always, forgot to do my calculations beforehand, so I'm going to blend in the numbers. So you'll see here my TBR at the moment, what is still left from last year, and here you'll see the books that I liberated from my TBR from last year. So those are the statistics. I promise at some point I'll be able to do them beforehand so I can actually share them here, but I'm doing my math after I finish filming. So in May, the challenge was to read the month of May. So the letters M-A-Y had to be somewhere in the title of the book or in the author's name. So I had picked Middlesex for M, A Little Life for A, and Yonder for Y. And yes, I failed at the challenge. I did not complete all three of them. I did finish Yonder and Middlesex, and Yonder was, pretty quick. At the beginning of the month, I finished this one, and then Middlesex, I just finished like literally 2 days ago, and I enjoyed this book, but for some reason it took me a long time to read it. I think I was at it for almost 3 weeks, which for me is unheard of, and I can't really explain why. Because I did enjoy the book, so it was not totally the book's fault. It is a big one though. It has over 500 pages, and the pages are all very small writing. So that was one thing, but also I had just a lot going on in my personal life, and it will probably be like that for a while. So I did not finish A Little Life. I did not start, and I think I'll put it off for a while. I don't think I'm emotionally ready yet for this book. I've said last month that I'm expecting to cry a lot. I know it's very emotional. I know a lot of people love it, and it's heartbreaking. So I'll put it off for now. But at some point this year, I'll get to it, I know. But after the defeat of this month, I just cannot face it yet. So I'll put this to the side. Another book I had read in April was Daisy Jones and the Six, and this one I read because a coworker had given it to me, and I just, whenever I get a book from somebody else, a recommendation, and in this case a physical copy, I like to read it as quickly as possible because I like to give it back to whoever gave it to me. And this was a great one too, so I did finish this. I am still reading a thriller, you could say. It's like a fairy tale thriller at the moment, so I'll see if I can finish it. I have like 2-3 days left of this month, so we'll see. But that was basically my May, so a lot going on. And so I'm learning from it for this next month. I am not picking too many books, and also not books that are like super long, because I need a success. I need to be able to cross all of the books off my list that I selected. So here's my reading list for June. I have picked, first of all, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. And this book was also given to me by a family friend, and they said that I have to read this. They told me about it, and I mean, the story sounds unbelievable. It's based on a true story, on the story of Henrietta Lacks, which I have never heard of this woman. And now hearing about the story, I'm, mind blown. I feel like everybody should know her story. So if you don't, maybe this book is something for you. And I see that it was also made into an HBO film. I've never seen it, but let me tell you about Henrietta Lacks. So she was a very poor Black woman, a tobacco farmer, and when was it? In 1951, they took her cells without her knowledge. And her cells led to major breakthroughs in the medical system. Like, because of her cells, they were able to develop the polio vaccine and other things. So she basically saved a lot of lives without knowing, without ever having been given credit, anything like that. And so in this book, I guess it's about her life, about her story, and what her body, her cells did for all of us in today's world. So I think that sounds very impressive. I cannot wait to read it. And yeah, I cannot believe that I've never heard about this woman. But that will be my first pick for the month of June. So then I thought it was a good idea to pick the thinnest book that I have on my bookshelf, the smallest one that will be a quick read. So I looked, and by far the thinnest one I had on my shelf was this one. It's Because Venus Crossed an Alpine Violet on the Day That I Was Born by Mona Hovring. It sounds extremely poetic in the title, so it's not poetry though, it's just a short story, and this book actually is the winner of the 2021 Blue Prize and the winner of the Norwegian Critics Prize for Literature. So it's a Norwegian book, and I don't know much about the story, but essentially it's about two sisters who try to reconnect after years where they were not very close, and so they're together in this hotel in the Alps, and yeah, get to know each other again. One of the sisters has just been released from a mental health facility, so she had a breakdown, and so you know there's a lot for them to cover and talk about, and I'm interested to see how it all fits in these few pages. As you see, even the text, the writing is very small. It has only 140 pages, but yeah, I'm looking forward. I have no idea actually what to expect, but looking forward for that. And then last but not least, I went to my bookshelf and looked at all the books that I haven't read, and I counted till 6 because 6 is June. June is the 6th month of the year, and number 6 is what I pulled out and put on my list. So if you do this challenge, you know, decide, I don't know if you want to start on the left side of your bookshelf, right side, it doesn't matter, but count till 6, and whichever book that is, pull it out, and that will be your book for the month of June. And so the one I had was Never Saw Me Coming by Vera Kurian. It's a psychological thriller, and I love psychological thrillers. I was so excited when this was the one that was selected. I haven't read thrillers in quite some time, not psychological ones, and so I'm looking forward. This one just sounds so interesting to me. We have, let me look, our main character, Chloe Sevra, and she is a freshman. She's just starting college in DC. But what's most interesting about her is that she is a psychopath, and she knows it, and the people around her know it because she's taking part in this study that's on psychopath and their behavior. So she and a bunch of other students, psychopaths, it sounds funny to say it, but yeah, they're part of this study and they're on campus, and yeah, you can tell that it's an interesting setup and a lot of potential for drama. And of course, something happens, somebody gets murdered, and so the question is what happened, who did it, what does it have to do with all these people in the study. So I'm very excited about this book because I'm not sure from what perspective it's written, but I'm expecting to see into the mind of a psychopath and see what it's like, see how they think and feel, and I'm very excited to read this one. So yeah, these 3 are all the books that I'm going to read in June, or trying to. Let me know down below which ones you've picked. Let me know what you read in May. As always, I'll talk more about my May reads in my reading wrap-up video. But yeah, this is it for now from me. And so I just wish you a great a great week, and stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time, bye bye.